Hi everyone, welcome back to College Bound. This week we are going to take a tour of USC, the University of Southern California. It is a private university, and first we're going to start off with a quick snippet of information from the university, and then we're going to go into the actual virtual tour, followed by a quick snippet of information about their dorms and housing. So make sure that you have your scavenger hunt questions with you because you want to follow along because the answers are in order, so you will find them as we go through the video. All right, have fun.
Hi everyone, I'm John and welcome to Campus Explorer. The University of Southern California is a private institution located in the dense urban area just south of downtown Los Angeles. One of USC's claim to fame is their exceptionally high enrollment for international students, the most of any U.S. university. In addition, the school's West Coast location has led to relationships with other institutions in Asia and the Pacific Rim. At USC, about 2/3 of all classes have fewer than 20 students. About 1 in 5 students at USC majors in business administration and management, the school's most popular academic program. USC has a very high level of research activity, and it's also home to the oldest and largest film school in the nation. This university offers 162 majors for undergraduates and over 300 programs for graduate, doctoral, and professional students. USC is a rather selective school with an acceptance rate of just 23%. Students who are admitted to the university typically have a GPA of about 3.7 and SAT scores between 1910 and 2210. The cost of a single year at USC, including tuition and living expenses, is around $55,000. While it's certainly one of the most expensive schools in the country, around 75% of students at USC receive financial aid, with the average aid package totaling over $35,000. In addition, the average USC student borrows about $6,000 per year in student loans. About 80% of students at USC live off campus, but there's still plenty happening on campus at any given time. USC has some of the most competitive college sports teams in the nation. The Trojans participate in Division I as a member of the Pac-12 Conference and often take home championships in sports like football, baseball, and volleyball. Greek life is a major facet of campus life. Around 3,500 students are members and over 63 chapters are represented. Additionally, more than 700 student organizations and clubs can be found on campus. According to one former student and campus life at USC is a lot of fun. It is such a big university that there are activities for every type of interest. For additional information on the University of Southern California and more than 8,000 other U.S. colleges, go to www.campusexplorer.com.
Welcome to the University of Southern California, Viterbi School of Engineering. With over 112 years of history in the heart of Los Angeles, USC continues to attract students and scholars from over 75 countries for advanced studies in engineering and computer science. The school is committed to cultivating a culture of discovery, creativity, and entrepreneurship, generating solutions to global challenges and fostering economic growth. Did you know that USC's engineering school is named after Andrew Viterbi, co-founder of the Qualcomm Corporation and the namesake of the Viterbi algorithm, a mathematical formula to eliminate signal interference, which paved the way for the widespread use of cellular technology? Before we get started, let me explain the many ways you can explore our beautiful space. You can click on the forward-facing arrow to start walking around. You can jump to the next stop by clicking on the next button. Now, if you already know where you want to go, you can select any location by using the list or by clicking directly on the map. Lastly, remember you can explore any particular location in more detail by clicking the supplemental icons.
All right, how cool. So it looks like their virtual tour includes a lot more than the previous one we've done. So let's click on this first. So Tommy the Trojan, obviously this is where we get a selfie if we were going to take the actual tour there. It's a statue in the center of campus, and it's a symbol in a favorite campus meeting spot. The 5 ideal attributes of a Trojan, which are faithful, scholarly, skillful, courageous, and ambitious, are etched on Tommy's pedestal. To the left of Tommy is a beautiful Italian Romanesque-style building called the Boulevard Administration Building, which houses the university's central administrative offices. It also houses a massive auditorium, which has a rich and enduring history as the second oldest conference hall in Southern California, with seating for 1,250 people. The auditorium has a state-of-the-art design and theatrical systems to give an amazing audience experience. That is really cool. Let's see if we can get a picture of that. So this is the inside of the auditorium that we were just talking about, and it looks like the auditorium actually hosts graduations in there, so that's pretty cool. Let's see what else we can see right here. Let's take a little turn around. Let's turn around. Wow, that's a beautiful fountain. Let's see if we can get a close-up of the fountain. Got caught. So it looks very old school, the buildings. That's pretty cool. Oops, let's get out of here. Let's see what this picture's about. Oh, this is the fountain that we were just looking at that I thought was really pretty. That is really pretty. I don't know if any of you have been to the USC campus. It's right here in our neighborhood. I actually have never visited the campus on a tour, so this is my first time seeing it with you guys, and I am honestly impressed with the architecture of the buildings. They're just all themed the same, you know, they don't look different, even if some of the buildings are newer. I believe they were built to look exactly the same, to be all uniform, so that's pretty cool. All right, let's move on to the next, the Tudor Campus Center.
On a typical day at USC, Tudor Campus Center is bustling with students and professors. Spread over 150,000 square feet, it houses the Admissions Center, Alumni Center, multi-purpose areas for meetings and gatherings, and a wide variety of dining options. The center is also home to a grand ballroom with seating for over 1,000 people. Tudor Campus Center serves as a favorite hangout spot for students and houses the upscale Morton Fig Restaurant, named for its historic Morton Bay fig tree on the patio.
So this is pretty cool. I think I've been here to grab lunch. I don't know if it's actually where I've been, you know, where there's a Target and everything. No, I don't think so. But anyway, this looks pretty cool. It looks like this is where you would hang out to grab a bite with friends. But that's pretty cool. Is there anything else for us to view here? Oh, cool. So this is the Trojan family room. I guess it's inside the Tudor Campus Center. So let's look around. That's really pretty. Wow. I guess people use it to just have a quiet spot to study, put their feet up. That's pretty cool. So you can study and then go outside and grab a bite to eat. Awesome. All right. Let's move on to the library.
Since it opened in 1932, Doheny Memorial Library has served as a treasure house of knowledge and culture for generations of students, faculty, and staff. In addition to housing over 790,000 books, the library offers spaces for studying, collaborative work, and special events. Located in the center of campus, Doheny has impressive architectural features such as marble pillars and a stained glass study room known as the Intellectual Commons. Given the beautiful Romanesque architecture, the library was also featured in a short sequence in the 1967 Mike Nichols movie, The Graduate. Adjacent to Doheny is a small but beautiful tea house, Literati, frequented by book lovers.
Cool. I'm gonna have to check that movie out, see if we can find it. So this is also really pretty. Let's look around a little bit. I know it already turned around, but look at the building, little statues here. That's very cool. Let's look at what other pictures we can find. Okay, so this is a panoramic picture of one of the rooms inside of the library. Well, those chairs don't look too comfy, but I guess they support your back so you can sit up straight. This is the inside of the library. That's a lot of books. It's perfect because the shelves aren't that tall, so if you're short like me, you could still reach all the books if you need to. Okay, what other photos do we have here? Wow, look at this. That is beautiful. So I believe this looks like it might be the ceiling. So that's pretty cool. This is another room. And this is, you guys are too young for this, but back in the day, if you wanted to find a book, you actually had to search for it by a reference number. And then you would find what aisle and what section it was in. Now it's pretty easy because you have the internet and you could just ask a librarian or you could look it up yourself and find it. But this is old school right here. So that's pretty cool that they still have that. Let's see what other pictures. And this is the library at night. That is so beautiful. I am honestly impressed by all of the buildings here at USC. So what's up next? We have the McCarthy Quad. And like I said, if this ever happens to you guys while you're watching one of the tours on your own, all you have to do is click the X and it'll take you back to it.
A broad green expanse serving as the hub of student life, McCarthy Quad is located between Doheny Memorial Library and Levy Library. The quad is surrounded by residence halls and suites along with the residential colleges, which house first-year students and faculty in residence. The north side of McCarthy Quad has a beautiful reflective pool with a backdrop of the majestic Levy Library. With open, inviting space and lush greens, it's not uncommon to see grand weddings hosted here. Moreover, the quad hosts a bustling farmers market every Wednesday during the school year.
Cool. I didn't know that they would rent out the space for you to have a wedding there. I wonder how much that would cost. Well, let's see what other pictures we have. That's a pretty cool open space. Let's see. Okay. Oh, this is where they're hosting something. So this is what it will look like if, I'm not sure what they're hosting there, but it looks like a conference. So people are eating outside and they're getting food. That's pretty cool. And then this is just another picture of it. It looks like a nice little park to have a picnic, play the frisbee, you know, whatever you guys want to play while you're there. Okay, next up, the Village.
Opened in 2017 and touted as one of the biggest developments in the history of South Los Angeles, USC Village is the next level of residential living for students, complemented by retail and dining outlets. Spread across 15 acres, USC Village provides housing for 2,500 students across its 6 buildings, which boasts of multi-purpose rooms, group study rooms, individual study rooms, outdoor areas, a gym, a media room, and a dining hall. It took over 100,000 cubic yards of concrete to build the village. This is enough to build a walkway from Los Angeles to San Francisco.
Wow. You could build a road to Los Angeles and San Francisco. That is crazy. Pretty cool. So this is actually where a lot of people probably went or go. This is where there's more restaurants, and there's actually a little Target located over here on this side. It's not like a huge Target, but it's a little Target, so if you live on campus and you need something, you know, an emergency item, you can grab it there. But how many of you have actually been to this USC Village and, you know, driven by it? This is probably the only place that I've actually been to over at USC. So that's exciting. That's a beautiful little statue right here. All right, moving on to the Aquatic Center.
For fitness fanatics and those looking to unwind after a grinding day, Lions Center is a fitness center on the University Park campus for students, faculty, staff, alumni, and guests. Apart from a gym, exercise studios, courts, etc., one of the most notable features of Lions Center is the 2,500-seat outdoor aquatics venue. Wutangsu Aquatic Center, featuring 2 swimming pools, is the home pool for the USC Trojan swimming and diving teams. The Aquatic Center is not only frequented by students, staff, and alumni, but has also hosted several high-level national meets since 1984.
Pretty cool. That's a lot of seats. So let's see what other pictures we have here. Oh, that's just another picture of the actual pool. That would be super awesome to be able to go into right now that it's hot, huh? Awesome. I actually don't know how to swim, so I'd probably just stay right here on the ledge so that I don't fall in. But let's see. All right, moving on to the Bioscience Center.
The USC Michelson Center for Convergent Bioscience is a space created to foster the intersection of researchers and engineers across disciplines on the USC campus. From the USC Dornsife College of Letters, Arts, and Sciences, the USC Viterbi School of Engineering, and the Keck School of Medicine of USC. These interdisciplinary teams work together to fast-track detection and cure of diseases by turning biological sciences into a quantitative and predictive science. The Michelson Center is poised to become a hub of scientific breakthroughs of the biological sciences and solve medical challenges.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. Lots of medical research happening there. Let's see what we have. Oh, this is the inside of some of the research that they do. Oh, I thought it was panoramic. It isn't. But look over here to the right. You can tell that scientists are researching something, and then other people just working here. They're probably working together. That's pretty awesome. All right, let's see what's next. We have the engineering quad, so let's check that out.
On any given day, the Epstein Family Plaza, popularly known among students as Engineering Quad or E-Quad, is bustling with students, staff, and professors who want to study, have a group meeting, or simply relax. An outdoor space located at the center of USC Viterbi School of Engineering Quad, the Quad is a popular space for hosting events, including engineering and startup career fairs, and receptions for new and current students.
Cool, it looks like it's just a place for anyone to come and hang out, so that's pretty awesome. Now let's check out any additional pictures. So this is the inside of one of the classrooms. So with USC being a private college, the classroom sizes are a lot smaller than the Cal State and UC campuses. And as you can tell, they're a lot fancier in this building. They have these really cool chairs and tables, and then you can connect your laptops right into the table. So this is a pretty fancy classroom. Yeah, classrooms were not that fancy at UCSD, so that's pretty cool. And then let's see what we have here. Oh, once again, we're just gonna click X and X out of it. So what else do we, oh, we have a picture we can click on here. Wow, that's a fancy fountain, very modern looking, which is rare because the buildings don't look modern, but this does, so that's pretty cool. So this is the Pascal fountain. It's one of the notable features of the engineering quad is the graduates or Pascal fountain, which adds peace and calmness to the atmosphere. The Epstein Family Plaza underwent a revamp with new seating arrangements and redesigned fountain. It was formerly known as a different plaza. So cool. Let's see what, I know I saw another one. What is this?
In the beginning, we don't even know what the answers are. We barely even know what the questions are. But what's special about USC is that we're also interested in practical solutions. We will take basic research into applied research into real products that'll actually get out there and make a real difference.
Everything is very dynamic here.
You just walk around campus and there's this excitement about being a part of this community.
You're really exploring ideas and creativity. And I think USC is really positioned well to do this because of where it is.
Los Angeles is a global capital in many respects, culturally, economically, and in terms of scientific research as well.
We are in the center of the American space industry.
Now with this whole Silicon Beach, Santa Monica, Venice, Playa del Rey area, it's just amazingly booming. And we have a lot of these game companies that are also setting up shop.
Especially for biotechnology and biomedical engineering, I think this is an outstanding environment for researchers.
We have world-class research coming out of this institution.
So my research is looking at blast-induced neurotrauma.
We've been using data about human speech production to answer questions about linguistics.
We've got these little cubic blocks. Each block has a channel in it, or we could build a block that has an optical sensor, a block that does magnetic separation. The options are limitless. And then to build your automated laboratory,
So that was just a snippet of what they do in the engineering department, bioengineering, all types of engineering. So that was pretty awesome to see what they do. If you want to see the full video, I'll definitely put the link up so that you guys can come back to it. But I didn't want to make this video so long that we're watching the video. So let's move on to the next building.
In the water laboratory, the environmental engineering faculty and students conduct fundamental research on physiochemical and biological processes, and develop and fabricate systems for low-energy wastewater reclamation and desalination. The lab is equipped for water quality analysis, wet chemistry, molecular biology, and membrane development and testing. The lab's Agilent 6560 Ion Mobility QTOF LCMS is the first of its kind in any environmental lab in the U.S.
Wow, once again, they're showing us a lot of the engineering stuff, and it's only because we are taking a tour of the actual engineering program. But I wanted you guys to mainly focus on the USC campus, so I'm going to skip over a couple of things. But like I mentioned, if you are into engineering and are interested in that, you're more than welcome to come back to this tour and check out the specific engineering things that are going on here, because there's definitely pretty cool, and it looks like a great school to go to if you want to do engineering. But for now, we're going to skip over and check out the other things that, although the wind tunnel does sound cool, so let's go ahead and check out what the wind tunnel is.
The Dryden Wind Tunnel gives the Aerospace and Mechanical Engineering Department a capacity that is rivaled by very few facilities in North America. It's an outstanding wind tunnel for conducting measurements at low Reynolds numbers. One of the more vigorous research areas in aeronautics is in various aspects of small-scale unmanned air vehicles, now uniformly termed drones.
Cool, that is awesome. Okay, so we are going to skip over the liquid propulsion lab and head to the Ronald Tudor Hall.
Nestled on the southwest side of the campus, Ronald Tudor Hall is a state-of-the-art research and educational complex that opened in 2005. The 6-storied building houses undergraduate and graduate studies in information technology, bioengineering, and nanotechnology. Research labs and facilities within the complex offers the latest equipment and collaborative work areas for students and professors. The complex also fosters community with a spacious lounge and a cafe.
Pretty cool. So just so you guys know, an undergraduate is someone that's working on their bachelor's, so usually between your first and fifth years in college, and your graduate people or programs are programs that happen after you graduate from your bachelor's, so you're working on your master's or higher education than that. Just in case you guys didn't know what the difference was between an undergraduate and a graduate degree. Okay, so we are going to skip on over to the library, the Mudd Hall Who's Library.
A Tuscan-style building, Mudd Hall of Philosophy has been featured in Los Angeles travel guides and numerous movies and television programs. Mudd Hall houses the Hoos Library, one of the finest philosophy libraries in the world, boasting of over 50,000 collections on academic philosophy and its allied disciplines. One prominent feature of Mudd Hall is the 146-foot clock tower, which stands above the junction of the north and west wings. Adorned with ornate sculptures and mosaics, the building is one of the landmarks on the USC campus.
Cool. I don't think I've ever noticed the clock tower. Next time I drive by there, I'm definitely going to keep an eye out, see if I can find it. But that's pretty awesome. So this is going to conclude the actual USC tour. Actually, let's check out these pictures. Sorry. Oh, okay. So it's just a picture of the outside of the library. Once again, I am very impressed by the architecture of the buildings. I love the way the buildings look and how everything is so uniformed and everything looks the same. So that's pretty awesome. So like I mentioned, this is going to be it for the actual campus virtual tour. But up next, we are going to finish off with a little bit, a video that shows us a little bit of what the dorms look like. So the housing at USC. So let's go.
Just get admitted to USC? Congratulations! You're going to love it here. If you're not thinking about living in university housing, you should. Nearly all freshmen live in USC housing. It's the best way to get involved with campus life, participate in activities and events, and meet your fellow students. Adjusting to college can sometimes be difficult, but living in housing with other freshmen and the support of trained staff can make the transition easier. So, what are your housing options? Here at USC, we have apartments, suite-style buildings, and traditional residence halls. Most students assigned to one of our 7 residence halls live in doubles with a roommate. These rooms are, on average, 12 feet by 15 feet in size. There's room for everything you'll need, but probably not everything you have. Residents share a large bathroom with others of their gender, either by wing or floor, depending on the building. USC has 3 suite-style buildings. These are some of our newest housing facilities with lots of modern features. In suites, a group of students live in a small cluster of rooms that share 1 or 2 bathrooms and a common area. Most of our suites house 8 students in double rooms, but some suites are for 6 residents, and there are even a few with single rooms. Our suites have lots of great facilities as well as quiet areas for those late-night study sessions. There are no kitchens in residence halls or suites, so there's no cooking or dishes to do. All residents have meal plans that can be used in any of our various dining halls and other campus eateries. USC's apartments for freshmen are a good choice for students who want more room and privacy. All are located either on or directly adjacent to campus. And, unlike residence halls and suites, apartments don't close over the winter break. Think an apartment will leave you out of things? Hardly. Our freshman apartments have the same programming, residential staff, and opportunities to meet and interact with new students as our suites and residence halls. Nearly all USC freshmen live in one of our residential colleges, a real combination of living and learning, with live-in faculty masters and a variety of programming and activities. The Byrne-Crant, New, and North residential colleges are located in our North complex of residence halls. Byrne-Crant is a special program reserved for scholarship students. The South Area Residential College is comprised of residence hall buildings and has 2 high-rises, Pardee Tower and Marks Tower, as well as Trojan Hall and Marks Hall. The Arts and Humanities and the International Residential Colleges are both attractive and modern suite-style housing facilities. In addition to being themed programs, they have a number of special interest floors. Webb Tower, an apartment building, and Floor Tower, a suite-style building, are located in the western area of campus and combine with nearby university apartment complexes to form our newest residential colleges. Wherever you live, your customer service center will be close by. This is where you pick up your mail, put in a work order for maintenance, or get a key if you're locked out. Remember, freshmen are guaranteed housing if they apply by the May deadline. Apply early for the best chance at your preferences. Your time in USC housing will be an important part of your freshman experience. We look forward to seeing you when you move in.
All right, cool. So as you can see, they have a lot of housing options and they actually let you choose between a dorm, an apartment, or a suite. So that is pretty cool. Usually other universities will only have residential halls with suites, so it's awesome that they give you the choice of living in an apartment as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the USC tour, and if you have any recommendations on other schools that you want to tour, please let me know in the Google Classroom, and don't forget to submit your scavenger hunt questions so that you can receive your BGC points. Everything will be up on the Google Classroom, so you can just upload it there and you'll be receiving your points from there. All right, bye everyone. I'll see you next time.